So earlier I saw this tweet by crypto.com that they are introducing changes to the crypto earn program. So this is something that I use a lot because I deposit a lot of money to earn high interest rate from the earn program. So they talk about higher rewards. Wow, sounds like a good thing. And then not too sure what is this new tiered rates with a green checkbox. And then I read all about it from the updates and then their knowledge base on this new structure starting from April 4th. And there is nothing great. Don't be fooled by their announcement. It's actually very bad. There's so much reduction in your rewards and there's a cap on how much you can earn starting from 4th of April. So I wrote a blog post about the changes, so let me explain to you. The first one is really that now your deposits, you can only earn the full interest up to your first $30,000. Thereafter, any more money that you deposit with them, the interest will only earn half of it. That's a big change. I'll explain why shortly. The second change is really now stable coins, their interest rates decrease by 2%. That is terrible, terrible, terrible. So let me elaborate how the first cap will affect investors. But I'll say that it affects the whales more than small investors. So for small investors like me with less than $30,000, I'll still enjoy the full interest rate. But once I have more than 30,000, the interest rate will be half. So for example, what this guy said, let me go to his tweet. So this guy, let's see what he said. He has just upgraded himself to the Obsidian card to have that higher max earn limit. But then now the real limit is the $30,000. So what that means is actually this. For him to get the Obsidian cards, first he has to stake $400,000. This will then increase his deposit limit to $2 million. So even before this change, there is a deposit limit. At most, for people like me, I only get a $500,000 deposit limit. But now, for him, he has Obsidian, so he has 2 million. If he deposits so much, what happens is that only the first 30,000 will earn the full interest rate. The remaining nearly $2 million will only earn half of the interest rate. So that's very terrible for him. If the reason why he got the Obsidian card is to earn this high interest rate, he will definitely switch out. The second thing is really that a lot of the interest rate has been reduced. They talk about increasing some that are very minor and for only certain conditions. Let me go to the interest rate table. So they have this new interest rate table. It is very difficult to compare. So I actually compared them and then I come up with this table. So if you, like me, have this $400 Ruby Steel card, then how you will be affected is as such. For now, if I deposit USDC, I will earn 10% interest rate. But starting from April, it will become just 8%. So that's a 2% reduction. As for flexible term is a 3% reduction. That's even worse. But what's worse is actually the Jade Green. So if you have the 4,000 Jade Green card, which a lot of my friends have, you will have a reduction of 4%, 2%, 2%. So that is really terrible. And I always have the intention to upgrade my card because I do want the additional interest rate. But now if I have to compare, from next month onwards, if I will have a Jade Green card, it will be only 10% interest rate for a 3-month deposit. And 10% is what current Ruby Steel is earning now. So if you have that comparison perspective, then it don't look as attractive as before. So I will reconsider if I still want to upgrade the card or not. So to summarize, these new updates are really very terrible for investors. You have to think harder if depositing in crypto.com is the best way for your money to work harder and work more efficiently. But I still say crypto.com is great. They are a very good place if you are getting started with. So if you don't have more than $30,000, it also is still a great place for you to get started with. That's because I also make some comparison to other places where you can get interest rates, especially for stablecoins. For example, like Celsius, it earns you 7.1%. Good, but actually it's still not as high as crypto.com. Compound is even lower, only 2.8%. Anchor earns you 20%, but Anchor is an exceptional case. They are heavily subsidizing because they are a new stablecoin from the Terra ecosystem, and they recently just added to the reserve yield so that they can pay this interest rate. It will last about 10 months before it will have to drop again, and then it will stabilize at a certain interest rate. We won't know until 10 months later. So there are many other ways to make your money work harder. I will share as much as possible in the future. So cheers for now. Bye.